Hey guys, Janine here with another review for you. You're gonna be seeing this sweater a lot because this is my only weird holiday sweater. So I'm talking Christmas films, so I have to dress the part. So our It's a Wonderful podcast patrons voted for me to talk about holiday comedies all month long. So I've done 2 reviews already. You can check out my reviews on Christmas Vacation and Office Christmas Party up on the channel now. But today I'm here to talk about Bad Moms Christmas. Bad Moms was a really fun surprise movie for me. I did not expect to enjoy it that much. You know, it's very much kind of like Daddy's Home. That movie was pretty corny in terms of its, brand of comedy, kind of goofy physical comedy, extreme Will Ferrell with Mark Wahlberg as his foil and that kind of dynamic. So I kind of felt like Bad Moms was going to be the same thing, but I actually thought it was really funny in terms of kind of dealing with the stresses of motherhood and these kind of 3 women coming together, the chemistry between, and the comedy brought by Mila Kunis, Kathryn Hahn, and Kristen Bell is really fun. Like, their mom vibes are all very different. So when they kind of come together, I think it's really hilarious. So I actually had a lot of fun with Bad Moms. So kind of in this holiday sequel, I was already geared up because I really loved these characters from the first film. So Bad Moms Christmas, I think it's a fun concept now to bring in these 3 ladies. It's like, what can you do now? Bring in their moms and see how their moms drive them crazy. So I really kind of liked that aspect of them and seeing their dynamic with their own mothers and how their mothers kind of frustrate them and kind of just stress them out even more about Christmas. And we have some really great actresses playing the moms. We have Kristen Beranski playing Mila Kunis' mom, which how, they don't really look alike. So that's kind of a really weird choice. But Kristen Baranski is really kind of fun playing this snooty, kind of uptight grandma and kind of overbearing mother to Mila Kunis. So I thought that was a good fit. But in terms of how she looks, they don't really look like they would be mother and daughter. But the other 2, I think, are great casting. with Susan Sarandon playing Kathryn Hahn's mom. She's kind of very much a wild child. She shows up at her house, having hitched a ride with a truck driver. She, is very neglectful. She's kind of just always on the road, leather jackets and tattoos and cowboy hats and chewing gum and that kind of mom, like very kind of absentee mother to Kathryn Hahn, more kind of the mom who wants to be your friend and not your mother. So that's kind of an interesting dynamic and also speaks to kind of the kind of mother that we saw Kathryn Hahn's character to be in the first film. And then we get Cheryl Hines as Kristen Bell's mother, which I think is great casting as well. They actually do look like they could be mother and daughter, and she's very much just like a very helicopter bomb all over her daughter to a very kind of disturbing degree. So I thought that was kind of a fun concept that, it's holiday time. Mila Kunis, she, her and her kids have decided, we just want to chill Christmas, sitting at home watching movies. This is really nice. But then her mom comes in and wants to have this big, huge Christmas with crazy decorations everywhere and a big old party and all of these things. And Mila Kunis is just like, I'm not interested in any of that. I just want to chill Christmas. And her mother very much kind of overbearing and kind of trying to take over her Christmas. So that's kind of her issue. And Kathryn Hahn kind of having to just like babysit her mother, and that's kind of her situation because her mom's just kind of out of control and like trying to borrow money from her and just kind of disappearing and all of these things. So that's kind of her issue. And then Cheryl Hines is obviously, like I said, very not overbearing, but very much clingy. She's wearing shirts with Kristen Bell's face on them and sitting in her room watching her sleep and just kind of really weird things like that. So just for them to kind of want to have a chill holiday season and their moms kind of coming in and ruining that for them. So then they kind of have to escape and you know, support each other in the crazy aspects with their own mothers. I will say I was disappointed because I loved the dynamic between our three lead actresses, and so that was like kind of big part of the first film, seeing them interact together and build their friendship. But we don't really get a lot of them together because it's more focused on each one of these women and their relationship with their own mothers. So we get very few scenes of, you know, Mila Kunis and Kathryn Hahn and Kristen Bell together. They're kind of all in their separate little storylines. So it was kind of a bummer to not see them be together as much as the first film, but I get kind of, obviously this movie's taking a different focus. But yeah, I liked the comedy. I thought it was really fun. Like I said, the actresses they got to play these mothers have a great dynamic with these three actresses, so that made for some really great comedy as well. We have a whole kind of thing with Justin Hartley's character, this stripper who comes in to get waxed by Kathryn Hahn, and they have this kind of weird romance, which actually Kathryn Hahn sells so well. It could have been really weird and not funny, but Kathryn Hahn is a great comedic actress, so she sells the shit out of this weird kind of romance with Justin Hartley's character. Lots of kind of fun Christmas iconography that's really funny. Like they go to a Santa stripper show. They have a scene very much like their grocery store scene in the first film, where they go to the mall and kind of get crazy with the mall Santa. And so yes, it's very much you know, to the name Bad Moms Christmas. We're getting double the moms and very much all about the Christmas season and the stress of it, the stress of a mother on it. Because, you know, Mila Kunis does these narrations kind of talking about how hard it is to be a mother, and you definitely can see how it would be very difficult, especially at Christmas time, all the things you kind of have to manage and try to make Christmas great for your kids. So I like that, you know, at the heart of it, at the heart of this kind of crazy, silly comedy, there was still kind of some real heart in terms of kind of trying to be relatable to mothers and the stress they're under and all the things they have to do to make Christmas great for their families. They still kind of tapped into kind of the hardships of mothers and trying to appreciate mothers in that way, but still kind of having the crazy comedic energy that it had. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with Bad Moms Christmas. I didn't think I would. Again, it's very similar to Daddy's Home, with Daddy's Home 2 also being a Christmas movie. So these are kind of like mom and dad movies like to each other. And again, I did prefer this to the Daddy's Home 2 kind of Christmas a movie. I thought this one was a lot more fun and still tapped into some real kind of issues in terms of mothers and all the things they have to take on, particularly, and just the difficulties of, you know, things like that during Christmas time. So I like the balance of that, and just these actresses really sell the comedy here. They're great comedic actresses, and the energies with the mother actresses as well was really fun. So yeah, overall Bad Moms Christmas is a really fun Christmas comedy, very women-centric, which of course we love to see, very much kind of in support of mothers and kind of shining a light on them, which is great. Yeah, I always have a lot of fun watching this movie at holiday time. So if you like kind of gross out, fun women comedies, this is a fun one to put on at holiday season. Nice little double feature with the first film and then going into this one for a nice little holiday watch. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Bad Moms Christmas. Thank you, It's a Wonderful Podcast patrons, for your votes and having me talk Christmas comedies, holiday comedies all month long. I've had a blast watching these movies, and please like, share, subscribe, do all of the things. Thank you so much for checking out this review, and I will see you in the next one.